Declaring strings in Python is really simple, and I'm just going to show you the 4 things you might possibly see when it comes to a string. So, some string. And it's kind of nice, actually, since string itself is not a keyword. When you're making a generic string, you can just say string. Just don't use str, right? Str is a keyword, and yeah, so don't use it. So let's just run through some ways to declare strings. You can use single quotes. Hi, I'm a string. Notice when you use single quotes, you have to escape. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. You have to escape any of that same character within the string. Let's do another string, string 2, and we can use double quotes. And another string here, and you can use triple quotes, triple single quotes, right? And I have returned. Let's do that. And string 4, you can use triple double quotes, still returning. And these are the 4 main ways that you can do this. Let's just print each of these. String, print string 2, print string 3, print string 4, and run it. Notice that with these triple quotes, there's a character, a hidden character, that's \n, right? It's like having this in there. In fact, if I put that in there now, we're going to see 2 spaces. I have new line returned. It's just a little thing to realize that that character is actually in there after the have right there. It's the \n, and you can use that at any time as a character within a string in order to create a new line. So all of these work. You might see any number of them in different places. Often you'll see these either triple double or triple single quotes as docstrings and functions. That's really common. I've used them through the materials here and there. Anytime I want to have a new line character thrown in there, it just makes it easier if I don't have to explicitly define the new line characters. Anyway, another way that you can declare a string is, well, let's say you have some number, let's just say num, and it's that number. Okay. If I want that number in string format, I can just cast num, and this will be a string when we look at it. Even though it's a string, we can't really tell, right? We can't really tell that that's a string. And this is going to come up where you don't know the type of something. Let's say you're taking input from the console, right? Let's say that num is actually coming from the console. If I run this again, and I'll mash numbers again, at no time do we know if this is a number or a string, at least not explicitly. And so we just have to know that taking input from the console gives us a string. If we want that to be a number, we need to cast it as such. And now, num is going to be, at this stage a number, and after this, num string is going to be a string, and we can see that. give me a number, match some keys, class int, then we convert it to a string, class string, right? You know, not rocket surgery here. Just pointing out that this is the kind of thing that will get you caught up. You'll get an error such as, well, let's try to add 32. On line 4, we'll try to add 32 to this string version of num, and let's see what kind of error we get. Do some mashing. Traceback, type error must be string, not int. Okay, so this is expecting, on the other side of this, it's expecting another string, you know, something that it can concatenate onto a string. It's not expecting a number. So yeah, quick recap. 4 ways to declare a string, you know, some variable, and then you know, single quotes, double quotes, triple singles, triple doubles, and then casting the string. Also mentioned taking input from a user, that will give you a string by default. So if you want it to be a num, an integer, or a float, or whatever, you have to cast it.